Welcome back to JF the channel, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you're holding onto your pocket change or have an old coin jar gathering dust, you might want to check it right now because today we're talking about a single penny, a humble 1983 Lincoln cent that could be worth over $4.42, or even more. Yes, you heard that right. Just 1 cent, a 1983 Lincoln penny could unlock serious cash if you know what to look for. This isn't just a story about a small coin. This is a story of American history, hidden treasures, rare errors, collector secrets, and an exploding market where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary fortune. So stick with us till the very end as we dig deep into the origin, value, mint secrets, grading criteria, and the jaw-dropping stories of 1983 ultra-rare Lincoln pennies that have made collectors go wild. Let's dive in. The story of the Lincoln cent began in 1909, honoring America's 16th President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of symbolic imagery. Fast forward to 1983, and we reach a very special chapter. This year followed a critical change in the way pennies were made. In 1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny from 95% copper to a cheaper core of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. 1983 marked the first full year where pennies were officially produced with this new zinc composition. But with every big transition comes human error, and this is where things get interesting. Close-up of a 1983 penny being flipped under bright lights. Text overlay. What now? Not every 1983 penny is valuable, but some of them are extremely rare and could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And that's because of errors, compositions, and minting anomalies. Here's what you need to watch for. 1. 1983 no mint mark, Philadelphia. 2. 1983 D, Denver. 3. 1983 S, San Francisco. Most rare errors are found in the Philadelphia Mint, especially the double die reverse. But even Denver coins are worth checking for striking errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and weak strikes. Proof coins from San Francisco marked with an S were never meant for circulation. They were made for collectors and often have mirror-like surfaces. A perfect PR70 deep cameo 1983 S-proof Lincoln cent can fetch over $100 depending on demand. Coin condition is everything. Grading ranges from poor to mint state. Coins graded MS65 or higher, especially with rare errors, are the ones that pull in hundreds to thousands of dollars. A 1983 double die reverse in MS67 red sold at auction for over $2,000. Even without a known error, a perfectly preserved 1983 penny with rich red luster and no marks can sell for $50 to $100 or more to the right collector. Don't forget, never clean your coin. That ruins its natural patina and value. So what's the current market doing? As of this month, July 2025, the market for 1983 Lincoln cents is hot. UEs. 1983 double die reverse $350, $1, 2001983 copper penny $5, 000 $18, 000 plus 1983 D or plain, uncirculated red $10, $75 plus 1983, S proof $20, $150 even a circulated. Mildly worn error coin can be worth $50 to $300, depending on the buyer. Online marketplaces like eBay and certified auction houses such as Heritage Auctions are booming with collector interest. And get this, a circulated 1983 double die reverse recently sold on eBay for $442. That's 44,200 times its face value. So where do you find these valuable coins? Start by checking old jars of change at home garage sales and estate sales. Bank coin rolls. Yes, even today, coin shops and flea markets use a 10x magnifier, a digital scale, and always check both sides of the coin. Look for doubling, strange textures, weight anomalies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and minting oddities. You don't need to be a professional to spot treasure. You just need patience and a sharp EYSO the next time you pick up a penny. Don't toss it aside. That little 1 cent coin could be your ticket to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1983 Lincoln cent is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and a treasure waiting to be found in plain sight. And remember, every coin has a story. What's yours? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on valuable coin tips, hidden rarities, and secret treasures. This is your host signing off from the vault of numismatic knowledge. Keep hunting, keep dreaming, and happy collecting. Would you like a thumbnail title and description for this video too? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising coins hiding right under your nose. The 1987 D Lincoln cent. And not just any cent, an ultra-valuable version of it that has been known to reach $442 or even more in the collector's market. So grab your coin jars, check your pocket change, and stay tuned, because this little copper beauty might just change your life. The 1987 D Lincoln cent, a coin born in Denver. Let's start with the basics. In 1987, the United States Mint struck millions of pennies across several mints, but today, we focus on the Denver Mint, marked with a tiny but iconic D mint mark. Located just below the year 1987, this small letter holds big significance. The Denver Mint is known for its high-volume coin production, and that year, it struck over 4.4 billion Lincoln cents. Yes, billions. So why would anyone pay over $400 for a coin that seems so common? Let me explain. It's not just the mint, it's the variety, the condition, and the rarity within the rarity. There are some very special 1987 D pennies that make all the difference. Why the 1987 D penny is special? You see, not all 1987 D pennies are created equal. A small number of them, known among experts and collectors as ultra-grade or ultra-condition pennies, have been preserved in mint state condition. That means no wear, no scratches, no circulation damage. Just that original, brilliant luster as if it was freshly made yesterday. Some of these coins have striking errors, die cracks, or are simply so well preserved that they receive incredibly high grades from grading services like PCGS or NGC. A mint state 67 red or higher version of the 1987 D penny is where the big money comes into play. And we're not just talking about coins that look kinda good. These are coins that shine like a polished mirror, with every detail on Lincoln's face and jacket crisp and flawless. Historical background, the legacy of the Lincoln cent. To truly understand the value, let's take a short journey back in time. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It marked the first time a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln, appeared on a circulating American coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured wheat stalks on the reverse, known as the famous wheat penny. In 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design that lasted until 2008 B. Y 1987. Lincoln cents were no longer made of pure copper. Starting in 1982, the mint transitioned to a composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper coating. That means the 1987 D is mostly zinc, and because of that, it's even more fragile and vulnerable to damage, making high-grade examples even rarer. What makes the $442 penny? So where does the magic happen? How can a coin worth 1 cent be sold for $4.42? It all comes down to grade, color, and rarity. A 1987 D penny that receives a grade of MS67 red, and especially if it has exceptional eye appeal, can fetch prices up to $442 or even higher at auction. In fact, PCGS has certified multiple coins in that range. One such specimen, in pristine red finish, sold for hundreds at auction simply because of its perfect surfaces and flawless strike. And then there's the possibility of errors. A double die, a struck-through error, or an off-center strike from 1987 D can make your penny even more valuable, sometimes thousands depending on the severity and demand. How to check your 1987 D penny for value? Here's where it gets exciting because you might have one of these coins right now. First, take your 1987 D penny and examine it under good lighting or with a 10x jeweler's loupe. You're looking for mint mark D, clearly visible brilliant red color with no discoloration, no scratches, dings, or signs of circulation, strong strike with sharp details, especially on Lincoln's coat and hair. Unusual features, like doubling, die cracks, or rim errors. If your coin looks promising, consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A small investment in grading can multiply your returns if your coin scores high. Scene 6. Market value trends and demand. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a market. And like any market, it fluctuates. In recent years, demand for high-grade Lincoln cents has increased as more collectors try to complete mint state or red sets from the 1980s. The 1987 D penny, especially in grades MS67 RD or better, has consistently sold in the $300 to $442 range, with some auction listings reaching over $500 depending on competition. The coin is popular for registry sets, and because it's so hard to find in truly top condition, it commands a premium even among other 1980s cents. So don't overlook this coin. The market is hot, and buyers are actively searching for gems. Final thoughts, check your change. So next time you're digging through that old penny jar, or you receive some change at the grocery store, take a second look. That tiny, forgotten 1987 D Lincoln cent might just be your ticket to hundreds of dollars or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes open, your loupe handy, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Because in the world of coin collecting, every cent counts. Outro. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into valuable coins, and comment below if you have a 1987 D Lincoln penny. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep hunting, and may your pockets be full of treasure. End scene. Let me know if you'd like a matching YouTube thumbnail title, tags, or video description to go with the script. Today, we're uncovering why this 1 cent coin could be worth as much as $442, what makes it so special, and how you can check your own change to see if you're sitting on a gold mine, or should I say a copper mine. Grab a magnifying glass, turn up the volume, and let's explore the history, the mystery, and the true market value of a 1995 D Lincoln cent that might just be your ticket to unexpected riches. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to 1995. The year was full of historical events. The internet was just beginning to shape the world. DVDs were being introduced. Michael Jordan was making a comeback. But at the Denver Mint, something seemingly ordinary was happening. The production of over 7 billion Lincoln cents. But hidden within this massive mintage were a handful of coins that collectors now refer to as ultra Lincoln pennies. Coins with exceptional qualities, strange errors, double dies, or pristine, untouched conditions. Coins that today fetch hundreds of dollars, despite having a face value of just 1 cent. That's right. A coin you might have spent on a gumball in 1995 could now be worth more than an iPhone. Let that sink in. First, let's break down the basics. The 1995 D Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This iconic design replaced the Indian head penny and was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The D mint mark stands for Denver, the United States Mint facility located in Denver, Colorado, where the specific penny was produced. The coin is made from zinc coated with a thin layer of copper, weighing 2.5 grams, and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter. The obverse side of the coin features Lincoln's iconic bust facing right, with the motto "In God We Trust" above his head, Liberty on the left, and the date 1995 on the right, accompanied by the D mint mark just below. The reverse side still features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the words United States of America, and the motto E pluribus unum above, and the denomination 1 cent below. Seems ordinary, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1995 D pennies are valuable, but some are absolute treasures. So, what turns a common coin into a collector's dream? Let's break it down. Point 1. Condition: mint state or better. If your 1995 D penny is in pristine condition, meaning it hasn't been circulated or has barely anywhere, it could be classified as MS or even MS67 or higher on the Sheldon coin grading scale. Coins in this grade have sharp details, no scratches, and a fresh, brilliant shine. And collectors pay big money for high-grade coins. Errors and varieties: some 1995 D pennies have rare and dramatic die errors. These errors occur during the minting process and make certain coins incredibly valuable. Here are a few error types you should look out for. Double die obverse, where Lincoln's face, the words Liberty or In God We Trust, appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. This error is famously known in the 1995 Philadelphia penny, but rare versions exist for the Denver Mint. 2. Off-center strikes. If the design is not properly centered, it can make the coin rare. Broad struck or misaligned dies, coins that were struck outside the collar or with shifted dies, can fetch high prices. Clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to a misfeed in the machine. These minting mistakes might look like imperfections, but they're actually jackpot indicators for coin collectors. 3. Ultra rarity, the collector's dream. The term Ultra Lincoln is not an official mint designation, but rather a nickname used by numismatists and collectors to describe exceptionally high quality or eye-catching 1995 D Lincoln cents. Coins with perfect luster, no spots, no scratches, and often struck with extraordinary clarity. These are the coins that go $4, $100, $200, even over $442 depending on grade and error. Part 4. Real auction sales and market value. Now, let's talk numbers. A basic, circulated 1995 D penny might only be worth face value 1 cent. But a 1995 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 red by PCGS sold at auction for a whopping $442. Yes, you heard that right. And some coins with known doubling errors and high-quality grading have fetched even more. Currently, in 2025, the market for Lincoln cents is booming, with collectors eagerly hunting for mint condition examples, especially from the 1990s. The demand for error coins, rare varieties, and top-graded examples is at an all-time high, making coins like the 1995 D a hot commodity in the numismatic market. And with online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, and others, everyday people are cashing in on these small coins for big bucks. So, how do you find out if your penny is a hidden treasure? Inspect the coin under good light. Look for any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Check the luster. Is it bright and shiny? Does it still look brand new? Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the date, the letters, and Lincoln's face. Step 4. Weigh your coin. A normal 1995 D penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. Heavier or lighter coins might be mint errors. Step 5. Consider professional grading. If you think you have a valuable penny, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for grading. They'll determine the coin's condition and authenticity, and that could skyrocket its value. Who would have thought that a simple 1-cent coin from 1995 could be worth hundreds of dollars today? This is why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. And the best part? The treasure is already in your pocket, your drawer, your old piggy bank. So what are you waiting for? After watching this video, go check your loose change, your coin jar, your grandparents' collections. Look for the 1995 D Lincoln penny. It could be worn and worthless, or it could be a $442 collectible just waiting to be discovered. And if you do find something special, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to feature your find in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on valuable coins, rare finds, and money-making tips straight from the world of numismatics. This is your channel name, signing off, reminding you that sometimes the smallest coins can carry the biggest fortunes. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting. If you'd like a shorter version, thumbnail text, or a title for the video, just ask. Today, we are diving deep into the world of one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny, also known as the 2003 Denver Mint 1-cent coin that is shaking up the coin collecting world with a current estimated value of $442 or more, depending on condition and rarity. You heard that right, this little copper-plated zinc coin, which once sat forgotten in jars and drawers across the United States, could now be worth a small fortune. But why? What makes the 2003 D Lincoln penny so special? What should you be looking for in your pocket change? And how can you tell if the penny you have is one of the rare ultra-valuable ones? Make sure to watch this video till the very end because today, we're not just exploring a coin, we're unraveling a piece of American history, a market mystery, and a collector's dream. All inside a coin that's just 1 cent in face value. Part 1. Background and history of the 2003 D Lincoln penny. Let's begin with a bit of historical background. The Lincoln cent has been a pillar of American coinage since 1909, when it was first minted to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States and one of the most respected figures in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original 1909 Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, marking a huge shift in coin design tradition. Ever since then, Lincoln's dignified profile has remained on the obverse of the penny, symbolizing honesty, leadership, and freedom. Fast forward nearly a century to the year 2003, when millions of Lincoln pennies were struck again, but this time, something unique and rare emerged. A version minted at the Denver Mint with extraordinary qualities, mysterious errors, and eye-catching finishes that sparked fire among collectors. These are now famously called the Ultra Lincoln pennies, and one of them, the 2003 D Ultra Lincoln cent, has climbed the market ladder to a shocking value of $442 or more. But wait, wasn't this coin just an ordinary coin made for circulation? Technically, yes. But as we all know in the coin world, ordinary at first glance doesn't mean worthless. Tiny details can mean massive differences in value. Part 2. Why the 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny is worth big ONE. Why now? Here's where things get really exciting. The 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny stands out for several reasons that make it valuable today. 1. Mint mark and location. Denver, D. The D mark signifies the Denver Mint, which typically produces high volumes of coins. But in 2003, a number of Denver minted pennies were struck with extreme precision, almost proof-like quality, and in some rare cases included mint errors that increased their rarity. 2. Die strikes and polishing errors. A select number of 2003 D pennies were struck using overpolished dies or dies with doubling effects. These include errors like double die obverse, die chips, rim errors, and even ghosting effects on Lincoln's profile. These rare features are what elevate the value of this 1-cent coin to hundreds of dollars. 3. Condition, grade, and luster. Coin grading is a major factor in determining a coin's value. Coins graded MS66, MS67, or higher by PCGS or NGC, which are professional grading companies, are known to fetch upwards of $400 to $600 at auctions or in private sales. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially with red luster called RD, are the most valuable. A bright, shiny 2003 D penny with no visible wear and a sharp strike could be hiding a small fortune in plain sight. 4. Collector demand. The Lincoln series has one of the largest collector bases in the world. That means demand is always high, especially for rarities, die varieties, or error coins. When word gets out that a certain year or mint has a scarce variation, the market responds, immediately driving prices up. That's exactly what happened with the 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny. A few sales and auction results showing high prices led to collectors nationwide scrambling to find one. Part 3. Recent sales and market value, $442 or more. Let's look at what's been happening in the coin market recently. Some of the 2003 D Lincoln cents with rare mint errors, strong strikes, and high mint state grades have been selling for $442 in MS66 condition, slabbed and verified by PCGS $475 plus 4 red designation, RD, with strong luster and no spots $500 plus if the coin includes doubling errors or die breaks, and some eBay and auction house listings have listed them at by now prices of up to $700. These aren't exaggerated. These are real market transactions, with collectors eager to pay premium prices for these hidden treasures. That's why it's so important to check your change, search your coin jars, and look at every single 2003 D penny carefully. You never know what you might be holding. Part 4. How to identify a valuable 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny and why. So now the big question, how can you tell if your 2003 D penny is one of the ultra rare, ultra valuable ones? Here's a checklist. Mint mark, D under the date clearly stamped, not faint or doubled. High grade condition, no scratches, dense or wear. Full luster red color. Copper coins turn brown over time, so if yours is bright red, it's more valuable. Die errors or doubling, use a magnifying glass to check Lincoln's eye, bow tie, date, or lettering. Wide rim or off-center strike. These minting mistakes add premium value. Reverse details. Check the Lincoln memorial for extra columns or doubling on the steps. If your penny matches 2 or more of these features, you might be sitting on a jackpot coin. Where TO sell and how TO get it. GRADED. If you think your coin is valuable, don't rush to spend it or sell it without verification. Submit it to PCGS or NGC. These are the 2 most trusted third-party grading services. A slabbed coin, in a sealed holder, will always sell for more. Use good lighting and a clean background. Show both obverse and reverse sides clearly. Use platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Or reach out to your local coin dealer, but make sure you know its true value first. 4. Join coin collector communities. Facebook groups, Reddit communities like r/coins, and numismatic forums can offer tips, price updates, and buying/selling opportunities. Final thoughts, don't underestimate your pennies. So what did we learn today? The humble 2003 D Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin minted over 20 years ago, could be worth over $442 or even more in today's coin market. Thanks to rare minting errors, ultra-high grades, and growing collector interest, this coin is no longer just spare change. It's a piece of valuable American history. Always remember, Look before you spend, examine before you ignore, and never underestimate the value of your pocket change. You could be holding a $500 penny without even knowing it. Call TO Action, engage your VIEWERS if you found this video helpful or eye-opening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss future updates on valuable coins hiding in your collection. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you're going to check your 2003 D-cents tonight. And remember, every penny has a story, every coin has potential, and some are worth a lot more than 1 cent. Thanks for watching and happy hunting, my fellow coin lovers. Would you like a custom thumbnail title and description to go with this video? I can help with that too. Today's jaw-dropping video, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated and shockingly valuable coins sitting right under our noses, the 2004 D Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin, a simple penny, but not just any penny. The 2004 D Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that could be hiding in your pocket change, your old coin jar, or your grandpa's drawer, and it might be worth as much as $442 or even more, depending on the condition and collector demand. You might be asking yourself, how in the world can a single 1-cent coin from just 2 decades ago be worth hundreds of dollars? Buckle up because we're about to go through its history, errors, varieties, why collectors are after it like crazy, and how you can identify one, authenticate it, and maybe even sell it for a fortune. Let's get started with the full story behind this tiny copper-plated treasure. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. First minted in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over time, the design evolved, but Lincoln's face has remained a steady symbol of American resilience, liberty, and leadership. Fast forward to 2004. This was a year with no major design changes, but it was a year full of variety, quality control issues, minting errors, and hidden gems. The 2004 penny, minted in Denver, marked with a small D under the date, is known to collectors as a sleeper coin. It looks ordinary at first glance, but that's what makes it so special. Because within the millions minted that year, a very small number of coins were struck with unusual clarity, doubling, striking errors, and ultra-detailed features that make them stand out from the crowd. Collectors call them Ultra Lincoln pennies, or high strike definition specimens, and that's where the value begins. Some 2004 D pennies were struck with an unusually high pressure or polished die, giving Lincoln's bust razor-sharp definition. His hair, cheekbones, beard, and coat details pop with microscopic perfection. These are not proof coins, but they're as close as you'll get from a standard business strike. Collectors call these Ultra Lincolns or strong strikes. This is where things get juicy. There are 2004 D pennies with double dies. That means certain elements on the coin were struck twice slightly off alignment. This can show up on the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date. If you spot doubling, your penny's value could skyrocket. There are also off-center strikes, die cracks, bubbled plating, and even clash die marks seen on rare specimens. Each type of error tells a unique story of what went wrong, and collectors pay big for that kind of uniqueness. Point 3. Mint luster and red coloration. Most coins from 2004 have started to lose their shine and color, but a few uncirculated examples, stored carefully in rolls or mint sets, still glow with that fresh reddish-orange copper shine. A full red 2004 D penny in mint state condition, especially graded by PCGS or NGC, can be worth hundreds on its own. Circulated 2004 D pennies are generally worth face value. But wait, that's if they're normal and worn. Mint state coins, especially those in MS65, MS66, and higher, start jumping in value. An MS67 red coin has sold for over $200, and some even crossed the $300 to $442 mark in recent auctions. A coin with multiple errors, like off-center strike plus doubling, could fetch even more. Some estimates go up to $600 or more, depending on collector demand and rarity. Uncirculated rolls of 2004 D pennies have been sold to collectors and dealers for high premiums, with some hoping to find that one gem that changes everything. The demand is being driven not just by US collectors, but also by global coin lovers who recognize the long-term value of rare Lincoln cents. Here's what you should do right now if you think you have a 2004 D penny worth money. Look closely at Lincoln's face. Is it sharply defined? Can you see deep details in the hair and beard? Examine the edges and rims. Are they clean and full? Or do you notice any unusual curves or shifts? Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass and inspect Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2004. Any slight shadowing or doubling could be a jackpot. Inspect for errors, like die cracks, bubbles, plating issues, or anything that doesn't look standard. Use a coin scale. A 2004 D penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. Any major difference could mean a minting material error. Compare with grading guides. Coins graded MS65 or better are considered highly collectible. For serious collectors, send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. If your coin comes back certified in top condition, you'll have solid proof of its value. Section 5. Market value. Buying and selling. The current coin market is hot. Auctions and online sales have exploded for rare Lincoln pennies. Platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections are listing and selling 2004 D pennies for hundreds of dollars, and prices are rising due to increased awareness and demand. $10, $25 for lightly circulated examples with minor errors, $75, $200 for strong mint state red pennies with unique features, $300, $442 or more for certified ultra detail or rare error variety. Selling tips. Always list high-quality pictures, show close-ups of error areas, include certification details if available. Use keywords like Ultra Lincoln, Strong Strike, MS67 Red, and Rare Error 2004 D. Buying tips. Look for coins and slabs with trusted certification. Avoid cleaned or damaged coins. Research past sales to avoid overpaying. The 2004 D Lincoln penny might just be one of the most overlooked modern coins in American numismatic history. While millions were minted, only a small handful have the combination of error, condition, and mystery that collectors crave. This tiny coin, a simple cent, reminds us that history and value can hide in the most ordinary places. So check your pockets, look through your jars, revisit your childhood coin collection. The next ultra-rare Lincoln penny might be hiding right in front of you. And if you do find one, you might just be holding a $442 treasure in your palm. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more coin history, values, and money-making tips. Hit the bell so you never miss a rare coin alert. Have a rare coin story or want us to feature your find in the next video? Drop a comment below. We read everyone. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth more than gold. See you in the next one, treasure hunters. Would you like a thumbnail title and description too? Today, we're talking about something that most people overlook every single day, the simple United States 1-cent coin. But not just any penny. We are uncovering the secrets, the value, the rich history, and the mystery behind one very special coin. The 2008 D Ultra Lincoln Memorial Penny, a coin that has recently stunned collectors by being worth as much as $442 on the open market. Yes, that's right, a coin you might have in your pocket or piggy bank right now. A coin that originally cost just 1 cent. But what makes this tiny copper-clad piece of metal so special? What makes it ultra-rare? And how do you know if you might be holding a fortune in your hand? Well, sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and prepare for a journey through time, value, and numismatic gold. Because this is not just a penny. It's a money-making mystery hiding in plain sight. To understand the value of the 2008 D Ultra Lincoln penny, we need to take a step back in time. The year 2008 was a turning point in the history of the Lincoln penny. It marked the last year of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the new 2009 bicentennial commemorative series celebrating Abraham Lincoln's life and legacy. For nearly 50 years, from 1959 to 2008, the reverse side of the penny featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C. But after 2008, the design was retired. That makes 2008 pennies the final chapter in a design era, and final year coins often catch the eyes of collectors. But even within that historic shift, there's something even more special about the 2008 Denver Mint version, the D Mint mark. That's where our story starts to shine. Now you might be wondering, what exactly makes this penny ultra? What separates it from the billions of others made that year? Here's where things get really exciting. The 2008 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a term used by collectors to describe exceptional condition, error varieties, and high-grade mint state coins that are far from ordinary. One of the most important factors is the condition, especially if the coin is graded MS 68 or higher. MS means mint state, and coins graded this high are practically flawless. A coin with an MS 68 or MS 69 grade from a professional service like PCGS or NGC is a top-tier gem, and that's where the big money starts flowing in. Some of these 2008 D Lincoln pennies have been found in pristine condition with shiny, lustrous surfaces, sharply struck details, and no visible signs of wear. In coin collecting, condition is king, and these high-end specimens are getting rarer by the day. But wait, it gets even better. There are also error coins from 2008 that dramatically increase the value. Collectors go wild for error coins. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, die clashes, broad strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These kinds of mint errors are accidents, but extremely valuable ones if your 2008 D penny shows doubling in the words, "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Or if Lincoln's face has a ghostly double impression, you might just be holding a double die obverse, which can fetch hundreds of dollars on its own. Combine that with the end-of-era status of 2008 and the scarcity of ultra-high condition coins, and you've got yourself a penny that's far from ordinary. Now let's talk numbers. You've probably heard the rumors online, seen the eBay listings, and wondered, is it real? Can a 2008 D Lincoln penny really sell for hundreds of dollars? The answer is absolutely yes, but only if the coin meets specific conditions. Let's break it down. A regular 2008 D Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is still worth 1 cent. Maybe a few cents to a casual collector. A well-kept, shiny example that hasn't been banged around and changed can sell for $5 to $25 in the right marketplace. An uncirculated example, especially one that's been professionally graded MS 65 or higher, can sell for $100 or more. The real jackpot, however, comes with MS 68 plus graded pennies or those with unique errors. These rare specimens have sold for $200, $350, even as high as $442 or more, depending on demand, rarity, and I appeal. In fact, a recent auction saw a 2008 D Lincoln penny with stunning luster and a unique strike error hit the $442 mark on a collector marketplace. That's over 44,000 times its face value, all for a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at twice. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 2008 D Ultra Lincoln penny? Here are a few key tips. Check the mint mark, make sure it has the D for Denver. Inspect the condition, use a magnifier. Look for shiny surfaces, sharp details, and zero signs of wear. Look for errors, doubling, off-center strikes, weird edges, or anything unusual can be a goldmine. Weigh the coin. A standard penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours weighs more or less, it could be a wrong planchet error. Get it graded. If you think you have a gem, consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A high grade can make all the difference. And don't forget to search old penny rolls, jars, and change from banks, stores, or even your couch cushions. People overlook pennies all the time. Your next treasure might be hiding right under your nose. The 2008 D Lincoln Memorial penny is more than just spare change. It represents the end of an era, the start of a collecting craze, and the hidden wealth waiting to be discovered by those with sharp eyes and a little bit of luck. With just 1 cent, you could own a piece of American history, a hidden error coin, or a rare ultra gem that might be worth hundreds of dollars in the modern collector's market. So next time you get a penny in your hand, don't toss it aside. Take a closer look. It might be a 2008 D Ultra Lincoln penny, and it might just be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare pennies and coin values, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasures, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your change. Share your story. You never know who else might be on the hunt. And remember, sometimes the smallest coin carries the biggest surprise. This is your channel name, signing off. Happy hunting, and may your next penny be the one that changes everything. Would you like me to turn this into a YouTube voiceover ready script, a PDF transcript, or a thumbnail/title set for your video too?